Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a first of many, hopefully, guides and tutorials on Black Desert. Today we're going to be talking about fishing. Fishing is actually a very profitable means of gaining money in the game, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. And the great thing about it is you can actually start at a very low level, and one of the first fishing quests that you get is actually around level 12? No, 10. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. This guide is going to help you answer a few questions. What's it for? How do you do it? And how do you gain profit? So first and foremost, what's it for? Obviously gaining money. Not only do you gain money from fishing, but you can also gain experience while fishing. As you can see, I'm level 50 and I have a 0.04 right next to it. That 0.04 is all from fishing. I actually leveled from 49 to 50 fishing. So it is a very easy way of gaining experience. It does scale based on your level. At early levels, it gives you quite a bit of experience. I believe it is 0.05, and this will slowly go down as time goes over. By the time I hit level 49, it was giving me, I believe, 0.01 experience every 2 casts? Yeah, 2 catches. So, even at a high level, it gives quite a bit of experience. Next question is, how do I do it? It's fairly simple. First, you're going to need a rod. These rods are going to be 500 silver at a vendor. That is not the right one, sorry about that. So you need to equip it. Once you equip it, you're going to get this message up here, and basically it's telling you that you need to hit spacebar to cast. So you hit spacebar to cast, and it's going to cast. Now at this point, you're going to sit here and wait. Now, there are a few ways of gaining catch speed. Basically, you've got the bait, which you see here. And there's also another way of getting it, and that is fishing potions. Fishing potions require cooking, which we can kind of go into once we get into cooking. We'll talk about cooking in a different video. But you can also cook it and get a buff that will help you catch things faster. While we're sitting here, I'd like to point out that fishing does take time, but it is very lucrative. And if you find proper spots for fishing, you can actually make quite a bit. On a low-end scale, you can make around 10,000 silver an hour, depending on the spot you're at. On a higher scale, depending on what you catch, obviously, you can easily make more. There are multiple kinds of fish. As you can see here, here's one fish that is worth 200 silver. Oh, we've got a cast. We've got a fish. So next we're going to hit spacebar. When you hit spacebar, you're going to get this marker here, and basically you want to try to get it past the blue bar. After that, you get a combination, and you're just going to go ahead and easily hit the combination that gets the key combination that you get on the screen. Now, the key combination varies depending on what type of fish you catch. Obviously, I caught a regular fish, which is worth 280 silver, and therefore it was a very small key combination. However, if you get a higher grade fish, whether it be a green or blue or even a yellow, those key combinations get a lot more intricate. So once again, you hit spacebar, you go ahead and you cast. And then you just wait. Fairly simple. Now, one of the things that you didn't get to see was if I fill up that bar completely, the one that was going back and forth, and I get it all the way to the end, it becomes a perfect cast. And that perfect cast allows you to avoid the key combination altogether. Which is great, because if you happen to have a super rare fish, which is the yellow, they will give you, you don't have to do the key combination, and you don't run the risk of failing it. Now, the different kinds of fish are your regular ones, which are range between 100 silver and 300 silver. Then you have the green ones, which range from 500 silver to around 800 silver. The blue ones will range you from 1500 to 3000 silver, and the rare ones, the super rare ones, the yellow ones, will range around 10,000 silver, give or take a few hundred. So, as you can tell, it is very lucrative to be able to catch all the fish and find a good fishing spot that has a chance of actually getting those. As you can tell, I got a perfect cast. Unfortunately, I got a rope. Here's the downside of fishing. You can actually catch rope, broken rope, and you can catch fish skeletons. They're worth nothing. 19 silver, so get a little bit of money, but not much. Now, as you can tell, the fishing poles are worth 500 silver, and in one fishing pole you can easily make upwards to 10,000 silver with one fishing pole. Less, obviously, depending on what you catch. More, depending on what you catch. So you're easily turning quite a bit of profit for how much you spend. The next step in fishing is finding the perfect spot. Just putting on my sword and shield real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. Now, as you can tell, these markers are connected to each other. To find a perfect fishing spot, you want to be out in the water. Now, you can go ahead and fish on the docks at a town, but you want to be able to get somewhere where not a lot of people are fishing at. Every fishing zone has its own set of fish in that zone, in that area. And if you have too many people fishing there, then you won't be able to actually gain any fish, gain any money, and you won't be able to catch that fast either. So, I'm out here, out in the water, and what I've done is I have connected this island to the main town, and then I've connected this island to this island. What that allows me to do is be able to get full profits when I'm turning in fish, and without actually having to be anywhere in town. When you're connecting these islands, and you're connecting a spot, you want to look for this little symbol right here. This will give you maximized profit potential. And ideally, what you would do is you would stand here on the land, on the beach, and fish. Fill up your bags, turn around, walk 5 steps, turn in, and you're done. Easy profit, not a whole lot of movement, and it's very, very quick. Now, obviously, you can do what I've done and gone to a smaller island just outside to fish, but that's also kind of personal preference, because as you can tell, I am red, and therefore anyone can attack me at all times. So I have to make sure that I'm kind of secluded. Another risk, obviously, is even if you have good karma, you can be attacked sitting there in a public area, and if there's not a lot of 50s around and you happen to be the only 50, then you know you're going to be forced to fight. And you also don't want to be fighting with a fishing pole. Now keep in mind, just like in arcades, you can switch weapons quite easily, especially if someone's coming after you and it's obvious that they're about to come after you. I would suggest leaving your bags open. We will go into another video, we'll talk about node connecting and everything else. But that is the basics of fishing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the first of many videos, and thank you for watching.